Well, happy Sunday to everyone. Where I am going to show you how to do a quick and easy vegan coleslaw. So today's menu will consist of, because I've been telling you guys for about a year now, I've had my, air fryer and hadn't used it, and I promised I was going to use it. So today I have a little time. I'm going to attempt to use my air fryer on today. My menu will consist of a vegan coleslaw. Then I'm going to make, so let me tell you the story. I understand that a large percentage of people have been receiving their $600 stimulus check. And I know last time we was in this situation, people were buying up the toilet paper. So yes, I did go on Facebook and I expressed my concern about people buying oyster mushrooms, because that is the main ingredient I need in order to make my vegan chicken. So I told everybody I was putting my family on a 2-week meat cleanse because they were just consuming all types of meat whenever they wanted to. So the first 2 weeks we're going to rededicate and consecrate ourselves to healthier living and cleanse our body. So I was almost 2 weeks looking for in every store, from Whole Foods to Myers to Kroger's, Whole Foods in the neighborhood, Whole Foods in the suburb. I even called the mushroom man. He was like, it's going to be like a week later when you could get it. And I was just at a certain place in my spirit where it just didn't make any sense. And it came to me that instead of people buying toilet paper with their $600, they were buying the oyster mushrooms. And that had to be stopped. So I put that out there, and I guess that helped people to stop buying the mushrooms I needed for my vegan fried chicken. So the other day, because I've been calling the Whole Foods in the neighborhood, which they have terrible, horrible customer service when it comes to phone. They kept connecting me to their produce department and no one was answering. And that was just a drive for me to go there to check their shelves, which, somebody could just run over there. The store is not that big to look. But, I'm going to go ahead and support them because they do carry some of the local gardeners' stuff. So I had time in my busy schedule to go in there, and I looked on their shelves and they had them. So not only did they have them, but they were $1.40 more than at these other stores. So just before the sake and the health of my family, I went ahead and purchased 2 packs of the oyster mushrooms because they were the only place that had them. So if you grow oyster mushrooms, I'm gonna need you to step your game up so I can get them from you. So before I get to that, I'm just going to show you again, welcome. Oh, one more thing. Keep my granny in prayer, Fran Carter. We are dealing with some situations there, but keep her in prayer. She's 98 years old, beautiful woman of God. She just like about 2 years ago stopped driving. She's been living on her own. So now we're making some decisions with where she's going to stay. So keep her in prayer. That is my buddy, my confidant. She cheers me up. I talk to her, I call her, she fussed at me. She does all of that. She loves her grandson, which is my son to death. She spoiled him riding. So just keep her in prayer. And thank you for that in advance. So on today, very quick, very simple, very easy. And I know you guys have seen me with the vegan spicy chicken before. If you have not seen that video is still there for you to look at. But I don't know if I'm going to go through that whole process. I might just put the items together, just do a quick little run through that, and then throw it in the oven fryer. And then I think we may have some French fries. So the coleslaw is going to be one of the garnishments for the vegan chicken, and it is going to be a breaded vegan chicken using it's going to be using all organic and non-GMO products and no dairy. So thank you again for joining me on this Sunday. All right, so we're going to start off with about 3.5 cups of cabbage. And I basically, look at my knife skills. I chopped that up myself, and I put them into little strings. I did try using a grater, but it was like crumbly, so I just went on, you know, with my knife skills that I learned. And look how beautiful that came out. So I'm going to be using that amount of the regular cabbage, and then we have, of course, the red cabbage, and this is about a cup of red cabbage, and those are going to be combined. And then I also went in and I sliced up my carrots by hand. And look how thin they are. Yes, I'm impressed. So that is about a fourth a cup of carrots. Because usually in coleslaw you don't get a lot of carrots, but once I put it all together, if I need some more carrots, then I'll go ahead and add that in. So the first thing I'm going to do in a large bowl is going to add in my cabbage. All right, so see how that cabbage looks in the bowl? So that's the white, or the regular cabbage, green white cabbage. And I'm going to add in my purple, red, whatever kind of cabbage you want to call that color. Hey, Denise girl. Long time no see or hear. So now this is how it looks. It's so beautiful already. Look at that coloring. That just makes you want to eat it already. We're not there yet. So I am going to now top that off with another color. You know, I love colors with cooking, especially when it comes to fresh fruits or vegetable. It just brightens up everything, and then to me, maybe psychologically, just makes everything taste a little better. So I'm going to add that in on our carrots. Now look at that beautiful coloration, and I'm just going to, with my hands, I have gloves on, and I'm just going to mix that up. And once you see this product of me and I've mixed all those ingredients together, you're going to say, yep, that looks like the that coleslaw that I buy in the store. No longer will you have to buy it in the store, because this is so quick, it's so simple, and it's so easy. You're going to whip this up at home, and you're going to impress your friends, your relatives. Somebody's coming over, be like, girl, let me just whip you up a quick little coleslaw, because we're going to keep it light today. We're going to watch our weight, and we on our little diet. So this is what we're going to do. Bam, there we are. Beautiful. Yes, this is not store-bought. Not at all. This is coming out of my kitchen. All right. So what we're going to add to this, some degrees I want you to see. Now, you know I'm very cautious. Wait, represent the woo. We're getting very close to the inauguration. We're praying over the city of Washington. We're praying over Biden. We're praying over Kamala. We're praying over this whole situation so that we won't have some foolishness going on. And we're praying over the HBCU. So you see the WU, the first private institution. Yeah, 1856. And then there was Howard, you know, but that's our little cousins in the public world. Hey, girl, thank you, Miss Holly, for joining us. I shout out to everyone. So I'm representing the WU this, because I'm not going to do this when I'm cooking my chicken, and I don't want to mess up the WU clothing. But I'm going to give it to you this since we're not cooking anything. Now, I am very cautious with this celery seed, because you guys know from my instance with those canned black eyed peas, celery seeds will really change the flavor and consistencies of some stuff. So I just went ahead and got rid of that. But in this recipe that I'm using, I'm just going to use a little bit on there. So pray for the seeds going into my coleslaw. I'm going to start off with adding in, now this is apple cider vinegar, and I'm only using a tablespoon and a half of that, and I'm just going to gently just pour that over the slaw. Okay? Now, I have a tablespoon and about 3/4 of and I'll show you, the sugar in the rock. I picked this up, this large bag. It's non-GMO at Costco. And I'm going to pour that in also. Just sprinkle that in, because I do like my coleslaw a little sweet. So I just put that in. I'm going to add in my, I love the pink Himalayan sea salt. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And I'm just going to sprinkle that right now all over. And the higher that you hold when you're sprinkling stuff, the more evenly distributed it is. Now that salt, what it's going to do is going to enhance that sugar. It's going to really bring out the sweetness in there. And then here we are. Pray for the celery seeds. And I'm just going to put a little bit in there. I still don't trust the celery seeds because these little seeds are very powerful. So I'm just going to put half of an eighth of the what is requiring for the celery seeds in there. And then we have our, of course, you know, regular coleslaw is with mayonnaise. We have a veganese mayonnaise. And then I like mine really creamy. This is where we are now. And what I'm going to do is just add at least 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons now. And then if I needed a little more moisture or creamy, then I'll come back in with that. Now, it calls for you to whisk this together. I'm going to go ahead and toss it first, and then I'll come back in with that. So, as you see, I'll just toss this and try to blend everything together, and then I'll work back through if I can whisk. But I probably should have whisked all the wet ingredients and stuff together first. But, you know, this is what I'm doing. If it doesn't work, then I'll try it all over again. Because nobody's perfect. But it is quick and easy. If you make a mistake, you're like, girl, go ahead and get you some more tea. I'm just whipping us up something fresh and easy. And you're going to love it. You know, that's how you do when you mess up. You just get them a little something more to drink. Right, and you start a very invoking conversation, and it draws their mind off of how long it took for you to make them something to eat. All right, so look at that. Oh my goodness, see how beautiful that is? We're almost done. Yes, we are. I'm just gonna add and I didn't use all my sugar at that time, but I'm going to add in a little more of the, wait, you know something? No, I'm not. How's that thought? I'm going to try it because it may just be as creamy as I want it now, because I'm going to let this rest in the refrigerator a while, because that's just going to be one of the garnishments that are going to go on my vegan chicken. So I'll come back in and, you know, see from there. But I want to try this. If I need to put any more sugar, that's what I'm looking to see. What is the need? Look at that. Let me try it for you. That's pretty good. Actually, it's pretty sweet. I'm going to add just a little bit in because when it's set, I just want to make sure that it's really sweet. But I don't want to be too sweet because I don't want to overpower my chicken. I'm going to add a little more in, make it a little more creamy. See, I'm just going to add a little more in there. But you see how creamy it looks so far. This is actually good. Now look how easy it was to make and how quick it was. Quick dish, special, you know, spring. I'll be here very soon. And then, you know, the summer is coming. You're going to be wanting to make your vegan barbecues and your vegan dishes. And there you go. Whoop, there it is. You got you a nice little quick little slaw. And this is beautiful. Look at that. Now I'm just going to plate this up so you can see how rich and creamy, close hand that this came out. And trust me, it only took a moment of your life to fix something healthy. And there we are. Beautiful. And you want to go ahead and throw this into your refrigerator for a couple of, like, you know, half an hour, whatever, however long it's going to take me to make my vegan fried chicken. And I'm going to plop that onto that chicken, and I am going to enjoy. Thank you again. This short video. Again, I'll be coming to you in segments of probably the fries, or maybe not. But I'm trying out my air fryer. So stay tuned, stay blessed. And if no one said that to you before, I love you and thank you for sharing part of your life with me. You want to see that shirt? Oh, the woo, the woo, the woo, the woo, the woo, the first. Thank you guys, love you, and I'll see you soon.